Yeah.
Beach
Oh.
and beach.
Yeah, yeah. I always wanted to know because there a lot of people ask me, and I don't have like the facts to tell them how can they make the difference between those two words.
You know, the problem is that, you know, we Mexicans, we have this problem with pronunciation in English with the I. Okay.
Yes.
The letter I, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I. We have problems with this word because, you know, there are many different I sounds. You have the long I, which sounds like I, no? I
think that
and then we have the short, which is like, I don't even know how I can say it. Eh.
Hey, teacher, but you can say, well, I think you can say a word. That's more rude word, right? But you can say whore. You are like a whore.
Sounds more rude.
I know.
Oh my God.
And unpolite. It's an unpolite.
Yeah, but you say, because you are saying, okay, I want to know what the difference between these words. Well, if you want to be all right, just say whore.
No, man. Both words are bad. Whore and bitch are bad. So
I'm kidding.
So this is the thing. The problem is this. A lot of people don't know the difference between ship and
Yeah.
Oveja.
sheep.
Y barco.
They pronounce it the same thing. Sheep. It's not the same. It's the same thing with bitch and beach.
So it sounds same?
No, it is not the same. It is not the same. You have the same problem. I want you to pay attention. Beach. Beach. You smile or show your teeth. Beach. You see, I'm smiling. I'm showing my teeth. Beach. Yep. But with the word bitch, I do not smile. Bitch. Your mouth is small. Your mouth is small. Bitch. And you drop your jaw. Beach. See, with beach, you open your teeth. Beach. Well, not your teeth. You open your mouth. You smile. Beach. And with bitch, it's small. Bitch. And you drop your jaw. Ah. Bitch. Beach. Okay? It sounds funny teaching this. I can't believe it.
Smile because it's a beach. When you saw a beach, you smile for that.
May, okay. Okay. Good reference. Good reference. If that helps you remember, then yes. And it's the same thing with a lot of different words. You know, I actually made a video about this topic. You know, common words that, you know, Mexicans mispronounce. Obviously, I didn't say bitch, but you know, the I is very difficult for people, man. Very, very difficult. Like, you hear me, I say difficult, but people will, you know, my students will say difficult. They smile, difficult, but it's not difficult. It's difficult, not D. It's De. So the position of your mouth is what makes all the difference. If you want the E, that's why you smile. E. But if you want the short I, then you just keep your mouth small and drop your jaw. E, e, de, e, e, o. Not D, deefy. It's de, defe. All right. So let's practice. Let's practice that sound. Say defe, defe,
Difficult.
defe,
Difficult.
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 All right. Let's practice this one. Ship,
Ship.
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 sheep,
Sheep.
Sheep.
bitch,
Beach.
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 Right. And you usually you need to practice like in the mirror, you know, so
Okay.
you can see the position of your mouth. You know, smile for the long I. Keep your mouth small for the short I. Ship, sheep,
Ship.
ship,
Ship.
sheep. Okay. And that is how you can tell the difference. And it's gonna require a lot of practice, you know. What you can do is give your students tongue twisters.
Mhm.
I can give you one for the short I. Let me see. Let me find my tongue twister for the I. All right. I can start with you. I can start you with the easy one, and after this, we're gonna check the homework. Okay, so we don't spend too much time on it. All right.
Okay.
This doesn't make sense, but Kip is a name. Okay. Kick, kip, keep, kips, kin. All right. Kick, kip, keep, kicks, kin. It's kind of difficult. So, I, I.
Keep, keep,
I,
keep,
I. Kick, keep, kips, kin. Oh my God.
keep,
Keep.
skin.
Keep skin.
Yes. With
Keep,
tongue
keep.
twisters, you usually
Keep,
start
keep, skin.
slow. So let's do it one by one. Kick,
Kick,
kip,
keep,
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 kip,
keep,
kips,
keeps,
kin.
kin.
Okay. Kick, kip.
Keep,
Hold on, one more time. Kick, kip,
keep,
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 kips, kin.
keep, skin.
Kick, kip, keep, kips, kin.
Keep, skin. Ah.
All right. Yeah, it's difficult. It's a good tongue twister. All right. But if you want,
Keep
you
skin.
know, just remember that the E, this is the long sound. All right. And
Keep, skin.
you can write that in your notes because I'm about to take all of this off. I can't believe I recorded it. But it's good. So whoever, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this problem.
Keep, skin.
All right. I see that we have a new student. Oh my gosh, you see the class like this.
How many we are, teacher?
We have Anna, Hepe, Erica, Michelle, Marco, Luis Vasquez. In total, we are 7.
Okay.
Total, we are 7.
How
Okay,
long have you been listening to those flutes?
Since the morning, man. I don't know why they gave him the flute.
What's the secret
What's the secret for what?
for being so patient with those noises, with that noise?
He's the dad.
I don't have children, thank God.
An authentic teacher.
Yes. Well, I don't know how I'm patient, man. People always say that I'm patient, but I guess it's because I don't care about anything, you know. I am very relaxed on everything.
Maybe you do some yoga or something like that?
No, man, I want to because I'm stressed.
Reiki.
All right, so hold on. Let me see. I want to see our students. Marco, Michelle, Erica, Vasquez, Miguel. I know you, but Anna, can you turn on your microphone?
Anna.
Anna? Can you hear us? Anna, 1 2 1 2. No, okay. Erica, are you here today? Can you speak today?
Yes, I'm here.
Right, great. So everybody's here except Anna. Well, let's begin.
It's Ana Guadalupe, I think.
Ah, you're right. That's right. Okay, well, let's check our exercise that you were supposed to do for homework. Well, first, let's write all of the answers that are correct. You know, you should have them because they were in the answer sheet. And then we're gonna discuss the ones that, you know, were kind of difficult to understand. All right? So let's begin with, well, let's complete them. Miguel, can you read them to me, please?
Yes, we had already, with the answer or just like that?
With the answer, please.
We had already eaten when John came home.
Yes. Can you read 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, last year Juan passed all his exams. 3, when I got, I'm sorry, on my cell phone, let me see. When I got to the airport, I discovered that I had forgotten my passport. 4, I went to the library, then I bought some milk and went home. 5, I opened my handbag to find that I had forgotten my credit card. 6, when we arrived at the station, the train had already left. 7, we got home to find that someone had broken into the house. 8, I opened the fridge to find that someone had eaten all my chocolate. 9. I had known my husband for 3 years. 3 years when we arrived. Right? No, we. I'm sorry, I lost. We 9.
We
Got
got.
married. Got married.
And 10.
I have a, maybe I have a mistake. I had gotten married or got married. I don't remember that one.
We got.
10. Got married, right? 10.
Yes.
Julie was very pleased to see that John had cleaned the kitchen.
All right. And well, obviously these are the correct answers. You got them from the answer keys. But do you have any doubts with these?
I have doubt
like,
about 2.
Which one? Tell me.
Yes, if you put last year Juan had passed all his exams, is correct or not?
Yes, last year Juan passed all his exams. And let me explain why.
Yes. Okay.
If well, if you don't give context, if you don't give context and you only have one action about the past, use the simple past. Okay. And what do I mean by that is, you know, here, I don't have any context, you know. Yes, it says last year. Okay, last year is simple past, but you can also use it for the past perfect. You can say last year I had studied and then I passed all my exams. But I don't have 2 actions. I only have 1 action.
Yep.
So that's a big deal, right? We need 2 actions to use the past perfect.
Yes, unless you have context, you know, unless you are explaining about a lot of things that happened before something else, you know, but that is the main thing, you know. If you have another action, then yes, you can use the past perfect. But if only 1, you use the simple past. Okay.
So teacher,
Most clear, most clear. Thank you.
Now you say you had 2 doubts. What is the other one?
But isn't another sentence?
On the
Oh,
next
wait.
page.
Yes, the
Okay.
next page.
Does anybody have any doubts with this?
No,
No, everything's clear.
teacher.
Yes.
So basically, when we're speaking about 2 actions, that's when we can use a past perfect, right? Well, simple past and past perfect, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. Thank you.
I have another question. The past perfect always it has to be the second sentence, or it can be the first sentence, like in the order.
Oh, like in the order of the sentence.
Yeah.
You know, in the sentence, it doesn't matter as long as you specify, you know, that one thing happened first. So let's take a look at number 1, for example. For number 1, I have 2 actions, right? We had already eaten when John came. Okay, John came. We had already eaten. That's 2 actions. I can say like here, we had already eaten when John came, or when John came, comma, we had already eaten. It doesn't matter. The place where you put the past perfect doesn't matter. Okay? Or no?
Okay.
Let's go to the next page. Ready. Let's see. This time, Erica, could you read these to me, please? 11
Yes,
to
teacher.
20.
Yes. It hadn't rained all summer, so the grass was completely dead. 12. When he arrived at the party, Julie had just left. Next, after arriving home, I realized I hadn't bought any milk. 14. The laundry was wet. It had rained while I was out. William fell ill last night because he had eaten too many cakes. 16. Keiko met William last September. First, I tidied
Tidied.
the flat. Then I sat down and had a cup of coffee. John played the piano when he was a child, but he doesn't play now. When I opened the curtains, the sun was shining, but the ground was white. It had snowed during the night. And the last one, when Julie got home from her holiday, her flat was a mess. John had had a party.
Okay.
And I think it had snow.
That's no. That's no.
Oh, yeah.
Only snow?
No. Sorry.
Hat.
No, and 20, you said was had. Yes. Okay. Usually these are more difficult than the ones on the first page. Tell me what you got. Which ones are your doubts?
In the last one, had.
Sounds weird, right?
Also, we have to take care about the sound, right? Because we can also say sombrero.
What do you mean?
Hat.
Had.
Hat. We
Yeah.
have to take care about the pronunciation.
Yeah, they had. John had. You say it fast, definitely.
Because the auxiliary verb is had and the past and had past is had also, right?
Exactly. The auxiliary had. The main verb had.
Yep.
So it sounds very weird. Everybody will tell you this, even to native speakers. It sounds weird, you know. It's very weird. So, but it's correct.
Sounds
It's
like
correct.
when you say where, you know, when we are speaking about the past continuous and where, well, talking about the place, sounds almost the same. Had, where.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Where were you?
Yeah, where were you?
Yes. Definitely. Any other doubts, guys, with this page?
Is the number 18?
I knew it. Yes.
John had played the piano when he was a child, but he doesn't play now. Is possible to put had played? No.
No, because it's an explanation, right? We need to, like, I understand that we have to make like an explanation. Am I correct?
Yeah.
It's well, played is correct, and had played would not be correct.
Okay, I'm not incorrect. Okay.
But let me explain why.
Okay.
Hold on. The way I'm going to explain it is going to sound very weird. So let me think of a simpler way to say it. Give me one moment.
Okay.
And I don't know why this appeared on my screen again. John played the piano when he was a child, but he doesn't play now. Okay. Remember I said that we use the past perfect for the earlier event or the first event of two events?
Yes.
Do you remember
yes, I
that?
remember. Yes.
Okay, so he was a child and John played the piano. Which one happened first?
Child.
No, none of them. They happened
No.
at the same time. He is a child
Ah,
and he played the piano.
yes, it's the same time.
So whenever something happens at the same time, use the same verb tenses. For example, I can say John had played the piano when he had been a child, but that would be very weird. But technically it would be correct because both of
Okay.
my tenses are the same. But because it is simple past was, simple past, then I need to use simple past for play.
But there
Because
is
those actions happen at the same time. It's not one before the other. You know, it happened at the same time. Okay.
Okay.
because there isn't another action, teacher.
Well, there is an action, but it happened at the same time. You get what I mean?
Okay, that's occur at the same time.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that is the main reason.
Okay.
It happened at the
Because-
same time, so use the same tense.
Okay, because occur the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other doubts with that one?
No, I don't have more doubts.
Okay. Can we
Erica, Michelle.
I'm okay.
No, I'm
No,
okay.
no problem. That's okay.
Miguel, you have a doubt?
Can we use that explanation for everything? When we have to give an explanation for the first sentence or vice versa?
What do you mean?
Can we use that explanation to answer if we need to use past perfect or just simple past?
Okay, yes. Let me write this. Let me write this rule down. Maybe it will help you. I hate the word rule because rules were meant to be broken. But here, the general thing is that if something, or if two actions or events occurred at the same time, use the same tense. Okay, use the same tense. That is like the general thing. Let me put same time period. Okay, same time period, and here is why. All right. I had been worried and I had bought a lot of medicine for my dog, but all he needed to do was drink more water. Okay. Here I have, I have a lot of verbs in this sentence, but I had been worried and I had bought a lot of medicine. The way that I am expressing that is that is that those things happen at the same time period. I had been worried, and I had bought a lot of medicine for my dog. Those things happen at the same time period. But all he needed to do was drink more water. You know, so I have 2 past perfects, and then I have 1 simple past. Okay, but all he needed to do was drink more water. And same thing, I can say this. I was worried, and I bought a lot of medicine for my dog, but all he needed to do was drink more water. Now here, this is kind of almost the same thing, almost, but I was worried. I bought a lot of medicine for my dog, and he needed to drink more water. The way that I express number 2, and this is number 2, the way that I express number 2 is that all of that happened in the same time period. Maybe not exactly at the same time, but in the same time period. Maybe in the same 3 hours. It happened at the same 3 hours. Okay? And in my first sentence, what I am expressing is I had been worried and I bought a lot of medicine for my dog. Is, first I was worried and I bought medicine. And then the result is all he needed was water. 1 and 2 are almost the same, almost the same, except 1, I'm being very specific with the order of the events, and the other one, I just want to express that everything happened at the same time, man. I don't want to express all that other stuff. And both are correct, and this is why the past perfect is not very common, because it's not necessary if you don't want it to be necessary. This is only for people that want to sound formal, and they want to be specific about the sequence of their event. But I mean, if I speak to my friends, and all of my friends are American, we don't use the past perfect. We use the simple past. We think that the past perfect is for, like, I don't know, man. If you want to be the narrator of a documentary, or if you're a president, you can use that, but it's not very common in English. In fact, it's like less than 1% of all grammar used in English language. Okay, but in your case, you need it. I'm sorry, because it's going to be a big portion of your test. Okay.
So at the end, it's everything about reading comprehension, right?
Well, if you are reading it, yes. But if you are using it, it's about what you want to express, how you want to express things. If I am with other English professors and I want to sound cool, then I'm going to use the past perfect, because it's a beautiful thing. But it just all depends on how you want to express things. Because like I said, number 1 and number 2, it's the same. I'm communicating the same message, except on 1, I am more specific about the order of the events. And on number 2, everything happened at the same time period, whatever. It's not important. And it's okay. in real life, it's whatever you want to communicate. It's whatever your heart tells you. On the exam, think about the order of the events. Okay? Is that clear? No? Nobody's saying anything.
Yes, yes, teacher. Sorry.
That's clear.
Cool.
Crystal
Crystal clear.
clear.
Excellent. I love to hear that. Well, now, well, we are done with the past perfect. You know, yeah, you guys did really good with the past perfect. You know, I've had many other groups and they had a hard time, but you are really good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here, hold on. Let me close this application. Because it keeps opening on me. I don't like that.
Teacher, can I ask you something?
Yes.
When you use Zoom, you can put a test or something in live or quest in live,
A test?
a test or quiz or something.
Yeah.
And you receive the answer in the same time?
Yeah, like Google Forms.
Okay, with the Google.
Yeah,
Google Forms.
Yeah, in my school we use the Google Forms, and also when I give private classes, I use Google Forms.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. All right, guys. So we finished with the past perfect. Thank God. If you still have problems with it, I will know, because we are going to have a sample test, and the past perfect is going to be in the sample test, and I'm going to use that information to review with you if that's the case. Okay, so if you still have a little bit of doubts, you know, don't worry, we're going to see it again, because this is the most common thing on the test. And today we're going to begin with conditionals and wishes. Okay, conditionals and wishes. Now, that's just the name of the grammar, conditionals and wishes. But I don't want you to think too much about the name of the grammar. You know, what's important is how to use it and how to respond to it, in this case for the exam. But before we begin, let's talk about some of our wishes, okay? If a genie appeared in front of you and offered you 3 wishes, what would you wish for? And you can't ask for more wishes. Okay? Take a look at my sentences. All right. I want you to complete your sentences like that. I would ask him for and the thing, or I would ask him to and the verb. Okay, so write 3 wishes down in your notes, please. You have 2 minutes. Um, let's see what you guys are dreaming about. Miguel, could you start? What would
Yes.
you ask for?
And the first one, I would ask him for the power for reading minds, especially over women. Am I correct?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's correct.
I would ask for more time to live, or for live. I don't know. I would ask.
Live.
I will ask for health.
Beautiful. And Vasquez?
That's me, I think, or not.
Oh, both of you are Vasquez, right? Juan? Juan? Okay. Michelle?
Okay, I would ask him good health for my family. Also, that my salary growing up every year.
Okay. Nice.
Visit visit one city for every country before I die.
You were asking to visit a city. Nice. Marco?
Okay. I would ask him for help for the world. That's the first. Help for the world. Second, I would ask him for love for the world. And finally, I will ask him for more awareness on the part of the people.
Okay.
I
like
think
that.
we need a more better world, man.
Yeah, we need a better world. That's definitely true. And you, Erica?
The first, I would ask him to heal the world of COVID.
Okay.
And second, I would ask him to speak and understand English correctly. And third, I would ask him to let me see to growing up my children.
Okay. That's beautiful. And I think that's all because Ana Guadalupe. Are you there, Ana Guadalupe?
You miss me.
Oh man, I was calling your name.
I can hear
Yes.
you. Okay.
Tell me.
Okay. I will ask him if it's possible to live with my love forever and eternity in life.
Whoa. Whoa.
And the second one, I will ask him if it's possible to have health forever.
Good.
Nice.
And the last one, I will ask him if it's possible to live in another world or is possible to know if exists another life in another universe.
Anybody want to lie, huh?
Yes. I love it. Okay, very good. Well, let's begin with the lesson. All right, everybody, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, some people here in this picture, and we have this little thing right here. It's cool. I love this lesson because it's about, the wishes and problems of the world and things like that. Okay, so let's read about this. Let's read about these wishes and this family. Okay, now in Acapulco, we have a lot of homeless people on the streets. I know that if you're in Mexico City, you also have a lot of homeless people. Everybody knows what homeless people is, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's outside of the cities or something.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
They live.
Do you have a lot in your city?
And not a lot, but they exist, the area.
That's a real situation. I think it's everywhere,
Yeah.
But obviously, more in other places, well, that's different,
And how do you react toward the homeless? Like, what do you do when you see homeless people?
I'm trying to help them.
Yes.
If it's possible to help, I help to give some kind of clothes, food, never money. I think.
Never money. Okay. Yes, sometimes, right? Okay, cool. That's nice that you guys help the people in your communities, right? Now, yes?
So how can I refer to people who is living like in the mountains from the communities, the ancient communities? I don't know how to say it. How can I speak about them?
Farmers.
Indigenous people.
Indigenous people. We have a lot of indigenous people, and also we have a lot of people from Guatemala and
Where do you live?
Jalisco, Lagos de Moreno. Do you remember that some months ago, a lot of people from Guatemala and El Salvador and all those places wanted to go to the United States, so some of them stay here for living. We have a lot of people in here also.
And they're not working.
They are asking for money on the streets. Some others stay to rob people, become purse snatchers. Some others are just like trying to live, but they can't.
That's crazy. It's bad. So you have a lot of indigenous people and Guatemalans in your town. Okay. Well, we're going to see about
Immigrants to pass from my city. In this time, it's homeless.
Yes, I agree, especially from Latin America. All right, so we have this family here. They're called the Salwin family, okay? The Salwin family. I want you to listen and read the article, okay? And answer this question. What did Hannah Salwin's family do and why? Listen to it, please.
Lesson A. Giving away your things. 1. Grammar in context. B. Read the article. What did Hannah Salwin's family do and why?
The power of half. What would you do if you saw a homeless person begging in the street? Walk on by? Give a few spare coins? Not the Salwin family. They gave much more than that. Read their story and ask yourself, what would I have done? Kevin Salwin was driving his 14-year-old daughter, Hannah, back from a sleepover. Hannah had often seen homeless people begging for food at the stoplight near their home. But on this particular day, while they were waiting for the light, Hannah noticed an expensive car in front of them and a homeless man standing on the side of the road. If that guy didn't have such a nice car, the man over here could have a meal, Hannah said. The scene clearly made a deep impression on Hannah, and she continued to discuss it with her parents and brother for some time. She wanted her family to make a difference in the world, even if it was a small difference. "How much are you willing to give up?" her mom asked. "This house?" Eventually, that's exactly what the family did. They sold their $2 million dream home and donated half the proceeds to the Hunger Project's work in Africa. If Hannah hadn't seen the homeless man alongside the car that day, maybe the Salwans would still be in their dream home. But would they be as happy? In their new, smaller house, they found they were spending more time together and became closer as a family. They admit they might not have become so close if they had stayed in their old home. If you want to learn more about the Salwans' remarkable story, visit their website.
All right. So what did the Solomon family do and why?
They sold their 2 million dream home and donate half price. No, half the process,
Seeds.
the proceeds to the Hunger Project work in Africa.
Why?
This is the do. The question is why. Okay. Wait.
Okay. Yes, but I mean, to us, it's not clear. But in
Yeah.
the article, they have a reason. What is the reason in the article?
They sold their house to help the people who's dying for food or something like that.
She
No,
wants
they-
to more close. She wants to be more family.
That was a result. That was a result.
Ah, yes, there's a
But
result.
why? What motivated her or motivated them to sell the house?
because Hannah saw that man near the car, near that man's car.
She wants to make a difference in the world. Family to make a difference in the world,
Exactly.
even if it was a small difference.
That's true. Excellent. That is the reason.
Oh my gosh.
Would you
I
have
think
done that?
I think one of those expressions for the girl is the first impression. He maybe she was excited. Hey, what's going on with the people? The homeless. Why? I think this is happening around the world. When the people say, why do people can live in these streets and in these kind of houses or also in the trash? So finally, I think it's something when we're speaking about the misery. So that's something real around the world, but um, what else can I say? I think it's everybody's happening. Personally, when I see homeless people, in my case, sometimes we are going to the orphans, and the churches, something like Salvation Army in USA. But I have an extra clothes. Uh, I like to give them, so I don't need it. I don't care if the marks, traits, or whatever things. I want to give you this because I like to help people because finally we are in the same world and we are humans. I think that's something in context, that idea.
Yes, that's true, man. Good reason.
Is
Um,
is is the same idea when you read about the monk who sold her Ferrari, something like that? Do you wrote
I've never heard of that, but
A
it
monk?
sounds like
the
something
monk,
similar.
the monk
Yeah,
who sold her Ferrari?
yeah. I think it's the monks hold Ferrari, something like that, right?
Yes, right.
But it's a great, great, fabulous, not great, fabulous book, man.
Yes, it's fabulous.
Yeah,
Biggest.
and it was a real history, right?
Yes, it's a real life.
Yeah, it's a we are living. I think we are living in a sometimes in contradiction world or contradictory because we are saying why they have a lot of money, why we are not, and you know, blah 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 blah, etc. etc. But um, I think you can get money. You know, if you can work hard, you can
Yes,
get money. But sometimes we are living in a political and structural and different and seriously with big problems nationalities in Mexico City. It's happening all the time. The crime, the politics, and too many things. So and we can say, oh no, I want to die because I can get out.
yes,
I want to die because I can get money. But okay, I can understand. But you know what? Just just you can ask something of yourself. What's going on with Africa? They are really dying, man. You know?
yes. We don't have that kind of mind.
Yeah. So now we are taking a English class because maybe we were saving money to pay the course, you know. But maybe in
Yes,
Africa they say, I don't need the courses, just I want to eat, and that's it, you
yes,
know. Yeah, and that's
yes,
it.
yes, yes. No.
So I think it's something similar about the around the world, you know.
Yes, the core. What
Yeah,
I opinion.
well, that's what I think.
Yes.
It's true. It's true. Well, let's continue to the next exercise.
Okay.
I know it's kind of difficult for you to see, but let me see how much I can zoom. All right, very good. Look at exercise 2A. Miguel, could you read the instructions, please?
Yes. 2. Grammar, imagining situations. A. Circle the correct verb forms to complete the sentences below. Use the article to help you, then read the grammar chart. 1. What would you do if you saw a homeless person? No, it's C, right? Because it's present. C.
Uh,
2. The family might not have become so close if they hadn't moved to a smallest house. 3. Hannah hadn't seen the man at the car. The family might still live in the big house. I wanted to ask about that also. I wrote a sentence. I think it might be the same of this.
Well, let's answer them first.
okay.
Guys, what do you say is number 1? See or saw?
See, what would you do if you see a homeless? Yeah, it's future. They are asking for
Sí.
Sí.
You all think it's C.
Yes.
Erica, you too?
I'm down. How about that?
See, I think I see.
All right. Well, the
You
correct answer is not C. It is saw. I'll explain why in a minute. I'll explain why in a minute. Number 2.
Me hubieras dicho antes de conocer.
Well, before you answer.
Have become.
All right. Yeah, have become. And number 3, what do you think it is?
And I didn't.
It's hadn't seen.
Hadn't
All right.
seen.
Well, I'm going to turn off your microphones because some of you have some noise. And look at the sentence number 1. What would you do if you saw a homeless person? This sentence right here is 100% about the present. Oh. This sentence is about the present. Yes, the verb is in the past, but it's about the present, or sometimes it can be about the future. Okay? So you use would, if, and the simple past for the present and the future. Okay, just remember that one moment, and then I'll explain more in detail. And number 2, the family might not have become so close if they hadn't moved to a smaller house. All right. In this one, I use might not have become, which is a modal, might, not, and then modal, have, and past participle. If, and then verb in the past perfect. This is to talk about the past. The past. This is only for the past. And okay, so let's analyze that right quick. Okay. The lesson for today, or the grammar that you are going to see today, is how and when to use the second and third conditionals. All right, I expect that you already know the first and the 0 conditionals because, well, those are for kids. But the second and third conditionals, that is the objective for today. Okay, and let me explain conditionals. Okay, a conditional sentence expresses a condition, you know, what if, okay? Sometimes the event is hypothetical or hasn't happened yet. For example, this first one. This is the first conditional right here. Sorry, it is the second conditional. If I saw a homeless man or a homeless person, I would give them some change. Okay, I would give them some change. If I saw a homeless person, I would give them some change. Let me write that again. Oh my God. Right. If I saw a homeless person, I would give them some change. If I went to let me see. If I had more money, I would move to another country. Okay, both of these are sentences with the second conditional. So I'm gonna ask you some questions to make sure that you understand this. Are these sentences about the past, or are they about the present? Not the tense, not the verbs. Don't pay attention to the verbs. The question is, are they about the present or are they about the past? Am I talking about the past or about the present?
Present.
Present.
Present. If I had more money, si yo tuviera más dinero, in this moment I don't have money or more money.
Thank you, teacher.
I think because it's a hypothetical only, right?
It's an
Yes.
hypothetical.
It's unsure. It's hypothetical only.
Exactly, exactly. So this is a hypothetical.
Yes, hypothetical.
Present situation. Okay? A hypothetical present situation. It's not about the past. Emphasis on the present. Emphasis on present. All right. If I saw a homeless person, I will give them change. So basically, it can be for the present or it can be for the future. I know you, for those of you who think that it was about the past, you know, you are very mechanical. You are very mechanical. What that means is that if you see a verb in the past, you think it's the past, but that's not always the case. Okay. In this case, the verbs are in the past, but they're talking about the present or for the future. Okay. So I have if plus past verb, and then would verb.
Question.
Yes.
Can also we use past perfect or just past?
One moment. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Okay. So that is the structure. Okay. If plus the past verb, comma, would plus the verb. If I had more money, I would move to another country. This is talking about, you know, now. If I had more money now, I would move to another country. Basically, this is my condition if I had more money. Okay, this is my condition. And this is my my result. You know, but it's not real. It's hypothetical. Okay, if I had more money, that's my condition. If I had more money, I would do this, but I don't have money, so I can't do it. Okay.
Very calm.
All right.
Mhm.
Hypothetical. It's about that. Okay. So right now, let's see. Right now, I want you to make 2 sentences talking about this. All right. It has to make sense.
If my cell phone survives, I will finish the class.
Survives?
The battery.
Well, yeah. Okay, so these are hypothetical. Okay, please write 2 sentences like this in your book or in your notebook.
It sounds like a wish, something like that, or is it hypothetical or only?
Right now, it's only hypothetical.
Okay.
Yes. Use if.
Yes.
All right. Can you
Yes.
read your sentences to me? Anybody
Yes.
want to go first?
Okay, I want to be first.
Tell me.
If I were you, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, I wouldn't do it. That's perfect. That's like advice.
Yes, it's advice.
All right, good. Next.
If my friend were here, he will help me.
Excellent.
And the last one, or how many?
Just 2. Somebody else, but very good. These are perfect.
Thank you.
Marco, Miguel.
Okay. The number 1.
Yeah.
If I had time, I would like to exercise more. If I had time, I would like to exercise more. And the last, if I saw, well, it's fun, but real. If I saw an healed animal or dog, I would like give a bone.
If I saw
an animal, I would like to give a bone. I would like to give it a bone, okay?
Okay, yes. Michelle?
If I had children, I wouldn't have free time.
Perfect.
No?
If the COVID didn't exist,
Yeah.
I wouldn't traveling around the world. I would travel.
COVID didn't exist around the world. I would travel. Yes. Excellent. Erica?
If I could go out, I would go to the movie.
Okay. Okay.
Other, if I studied, I would pass the exam.
Excellent. Anybody else?
If the people respect rules, I would go to the street safe. But
If people
time, right?
respected rules, I would what?
I would go to the street safe.
To the street what?
Safe.
I can't really understand you.
Something's
Safe.
happening with audio.
Seguro. Seguro.
Oh, I would go to the street safely. Okay. And another one?
Second one, if I had money, I would go to the concert in England. I would go to a concert in England.
With the who in England?
Concierto en Inglaterra. I would go to a concert in England.
Oh, I would go to a concert in England. Yes, man. I don't know what's going on with the microphone. It's kind
I
of
think
difficult to hear.
it's because for my cell phone is dying.
Probably.
The battery.
Concert in England to hear Queen.
Yes. Okay. And all of these sentences are good. Okay. Well, tomorrow we're going to go into more detail about the third conditional and mixed conditionals. Okay, so for right now, this is the second conditional, right? We use the second conditional to talk hypothetically about the present or the future. Okay? And all of you used it correctly. All right? Please prepare yourselves because the conditional for tomorrow, they are a little more difficult. Okay?
Okay.
And I will send a link to you in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And Michelle, I'm going to put you in the WhatsApp group so you can practice the second conditional a little bit more. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank
right.
you.
Okay.
Well, have a good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow.
Have a good night,
Next time.
everybody.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See ya.